Direct primary care is the best thing since, well, it's the best thing since healthcare, right? Especially for those of us who are in the healthcare field, those who are starting direct primary care practices, and those who are just trying to get away from the traditional fee-for-service business model. But here's the question: how do you promote it? How do you let the world know that this is the way healthcare is supposed to be? Let's start by talking about why healthcare is so expensive, especially primary care. Let me give you an example. The next time you go get your oil changed, tires rotated, get some new windshield wipers, get a light bulb replaced in your car, whip out your auto insurance card, hand it to the technician, and wait for the blank stare on their face. Yeah, that's right. Auto insurance doesn't cover routine maintenance. Auto insurance doesn't cover oil changes, windshield wipers, tire rotations, wheel alignments. Can you imagine how expensive your car insurance would be if it had to cover those things? Well, yeah, you can, because that's what health insurance does. Health insurance covers routine, everyday maintenance issues, and it categorizes them as catastrophic events. We know insurance to work this way in every other industry except for healthcare. If your house burns down, that's what insurance is for. If you get into a car accident, that is what insurance is for. Health insurance covers routine, everyday maintenance items, things that you can and should be paying for out of pocket. Thereby drives up the cost, right? You really only need health insurance for things like an MRI, maybe a CAT scan, maybe a transfusion, some of those really expensive procedures that you can't pay for, that you can't cover out of pocket. One of the biggest challenges is the education piece. It's getting people to understand the value that DPC, or this form of concierge medicine, provides. Traditionally, when providers start a DPC practice from an existing practice, they hope for maybe 5 to 10% of their existing patient panel to see the value in the new business model. That's not always the case. So you got to start marketing. You got to start promoting it. How do you do that? Well, the problem is this. Nobody tells you that nobody else really knows what DPC is. Sure, they have heard of it in the forms of concierge medicine, but just the word concierge makes people believe that they can afford it. So DPC practices promote things like same-day appointments, longer patient-doctor times or patient-provider times, where you're used to spending 45 minutes in the waiting room and getting 5 to 7 minutes with the doctor. DPC flips it around. You may not have a wait at all. You might walk in, they know you by name. After your initial visit, filling out paperwork, you're in the back, and then you're running out of questions to ask the provider. Some of them even go old school and they make house calls on special occasions, right? So yeah, don't take advantage of it, but it can be great. So how do you promote direct primary care? How do you grow your practice? That is where the rubber meets the road. That's the big question. You have to know who your target audience is. Like, you really have to get laser focused on who they are. Once you figure that out, you have to be where they are. You got to show up where they are. How do you do that? Well, you have to build a persona of who your target audience is. Are they barbers? Are they beauticians? Are they rideshare workers? Are they gig workers? Are they part-time workers? Who are they? Are you going after small businesses? Are you going to get a third-party administrator or a broker, combine it with a high deductible plan and have them present it to some local business owners? One thing you shouldn't overlook is building your brand, your personal brand and your business brand. People need to recognize you. They need to know who you are, and they need to know why they need you. One strategy I've seen a few practices employ is going after certain conditions. But maybe there's an employer who has a high usage of ER visits because of diabetes. All in all, when people search for care, you know where they go. They pick up their device, go to their computer, and what they type in determines on whether they find you or not. If it sounds like a big challenge, it's certainly something we can help you with. Request your free brand awareness review. We'll show you keywords you can rank for, what your competitors may be outranking you for, and how you could generate some more leads and brand visibility. It's free. Give us 3 to 5 days. We'll get back to you with some insightful information. It'll help you grow your practice.